Aethys looks at you and goes, "Indeed, it does look quite powerful."
Alright, Jared, do you set up where you want to be with Saandip?
Yeah.
So, it looks like we're good to go for the next semifinals fight. Let's not waste any more time and get this match going. Shall be interesting. Begin!
Initiative.
God, we're just getting stellar rolls during this fucking fight, aren't we?
19 on Yonko. Yokono. So Yokono is going to go first. And we'll begin by actually casting Unholy Blade on her weapon. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Unholy Sword on her weapon, not Unholy Blade.
Then at the very least, it's a good thing I'm not good.
Oh, let's say that was a standard action. And she proceeds to walk up 20 feet. That will be her turn.
I'm gonna throw a javelin.
In a melee competition?
Yes.
That then becomes a ranged weapon? Alright, proceed.
I wouldn't use a bow at a melee competition, but I would use a thrown weapon.
It'll be permitted, as it could be used as a melee weapon. Except to be throwing it.
Does 18 hit?
No. Pretty damn close though, but no.
That means I probably would have hit if it was within range, but it was 2 range increments extra, so -4.
Damn you, plate armor.
And that's all for me.
Full plate, in fact, lame.
Jesus.
Well, Yokono is continually stepping forward here and is, for some reason, marked incorrectly as a half-orc barbarian. I apparently didn't modify the description on that. There we go. She walks up another 20 feet and then stands her ground. It is now your turn.
Then I will charge.
Are you attacking?
Yes. 20.
20 hits.
Four damage.
Well, with that hit, you seem to have injured Yokono just a little bit, but she seems mostly unfazed by that. You intend on doing anything else, or nah?
Nope.
And how much HP do you have, Jared?
11.
Figured it'd be around that. Well, Yokono is now going to be attacking with her Unholy Bastard Sword. And to hit is a... F17. $18. It's an 18 hit.
Yes.
Gotta find the D10. D10. That's not a D10. That's a D10. Dealing 8 damage. Just be glad you're not marked as good. You did say you're not good, right, Jared?
Right, I am true neutral.
That is a turn, Jared.
I'm seeing... I think I'm gonna do fight defensively.
Which does what again?
-4 to hit, +2 to AC. And I will attack. Does 15 hit?
It does not. Her AC, if you're wondering, is 19.
And I took 5 foot.
Okay, well, I was going to take a step forward then. Following you up. And going to be trying to strike with the Unholy Bastard Sword. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, well, you'll be dealing 5 points of damage.
And I had 3 health.
So you're saying Saandip goes down. Does your character do anything in particular as he goes down, or...?
I could try, like, falling to my knee and then just collapse.
Whatever that works for me. Apparently I misspelled Yokono's name later on in the dialogue again as well as Yonko.
Nice.
I don't know what the hell happened to my brain when writing this. Anyway, at the defeat of Saandip, the Kitsune Rep announces, crazy ride we've had here. Yokono... Alright, yeah.
Yes. You got it right that time, pause.
Yokono won. That makes Yokono and Cardum... that makes Yokono and Cardum make it to the final match of this tournament.
I think you meant to say means and or I don't know. I think you mixed two different sentences.
I think so. A 5-minute break before we start that up so we can clean up the field and change it up for the final fight. Once the field has been cleaned.
Final fight.
Yes. The final fight will actually offer you probably some advantages, Lamb. So, Saandip and Yonko, only because I know it's not correct at this point, are healed up and escorted off the field, and after that, some mages are coming out, and they are changing how the arena looks, offering additional options for movement and strategy, which will take them a bit longer than 5 minutes. So, you guys have a bit of a break here in between shit to do stuff, whatever.
When Saandip comes back over, Unaan's gonna give him a pat on the back and go, "You tried your best, man. You did good."
Yeah, flat combat isn't exactly my specialty.
Also, she had that pretty nasty blade.
That blade, in fact, would probably fuck up Marcus.
Strange,
Oh, it would.
strange question. Is it one-handing or two-handing the bastard sword?
What is it on the list?
It's in two different places on the list. If you are using it as a martial weapon, it is one hand. If you're using it as an exotic, it is two, I believe.
It was intended to be two-handed, otherwise I would have given her a shield.
Okay.
Better luck next time, though, Sandeep. She did seem quite tough.
I would have had this set up beforehand, but, you know, object count and everything.
It's 2 hands martial, 1 hand exotic.
Damn, I was close.
Because it's advantageous to be able to hold it in 1 hand.
Yeah, I knew it was one way or the other. For some reason, I keep thinking it's a martial one-handed.
Feel free to roleplay one on between, brother.
I'm just over here waiting for the round to start. Well, once the medics finish. So.
Oh, the medics are finished. It's the mages that are modifying the terrain right now. They're taking forever.
Oh yeah, I'm still just over here waiting for the next round for my inevitable ass kicking
Unaan,
at the hands of the Santified.
Unaan, why are you on your side? In case you're wondering, I looked to go talk to Unaan, and I saw that the model was actually on its side for some reason, and I was really confused. Alright, for reals though. Unaan, Kaz walks up behind him, taps him on the shoulder.
Yes, Kaz.
Kaz, kind of pushes the, journal into his hands, and he goes, Is this about accurate to what each of the treats I had? It's a very detailed, not only picture, but the descriptions are like, when it comes to like the ravioli with fruit, he's described each detail down to like the minute flavoring of how fresh the strawberries were, or whatever fruit was used inside of the tart.
I imagine because of how you eat, rather than it being a paragraph describing flavor, it's just like a copy-paste of the nutritional facts on the side of a box.
Jared, I was going a different path. I was thinking that he's written down like the molecular structure, and he's like, "Does this look about right?" It's a bunch of lines and circles. What am I looking at? Anyway, Unaan looks at it and goes, "Well, you're missing one thing on it, though. How it makes
What's
you
that?
feel."
Well, all of these have kind of made me feel almost spiked, almost packed full of energy. So I can't exactly label anything specifically. It's just everything's...
No,
Good.
Kaz. I mean, like, This one makes you feel excitable, but this one is clearly made for more childish whimsy. That's why it's so colorful. Because even though it's sweet, and it would be sweet with almost any color, its look is to capture the
What the fuck happened?
holy shit. Anyway, to capture the whimsy of childish nature.
Well, if you'd like, I can get your help with that in the book, because we can have like little footnotes along the side of how each of these things make you feel.
Well, you're
Kaz is
planning-
going by the fact he likes the treats, and it could be like a little secondary thing to his merchantness.
Well, are you planning to make them and sell them?
I quite possibly, but well, my long-term goal is to eventually have businesses all across the lands of sorts. Various businesses, various styles, but
No, if you want that, then
definitely sweets.
if you want that as well, I should have you contact my sister sometime. She's in.
Eventually,
Well, my. Long story short, she's a business owner, and she can help you someday get your stuff going.
That sounds amazing. I hope
Kinda
one
like
day
a-
become like a trade prince of sorts.
So you would be like her. Your business would be like her child business. That came out weird.
I was gonna say, whoa, what?
Business.
I had to think of how Unaan would word it. That's what my brain came up with. Anyway, though,
Oh, it was dying.
yeah. Anyway, though, Anyway, though, Kaz, yeah, I could help you out with stuff. I mean,
Yeah, just
can you see color?
I can see color, yes. Why wouldn't I be able to? It may be a little bit strange, but is still an accurate conception of the mind. And now, however, my view of color might be, say, different from yours, but as far as I was aware, most beings do have a different concept of color. Like, the sea over there is green. It's a green sea.
Wait, what sea?
He kind of points in the direction to where
blue.
the docks were. Yeah.
Unaan just looks at him and goes, everyone I've ever talked to knows that's blue.
I've always kind of seen it as a shade of green. In the same line, same spectrum.
Keep in mind your character protector would need to be taught what the colors actually look like.
I think Tim exploded.
Yeah, we're aware.
hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, well, the colors are still taught kind of like everything else from childhood. It's just that, because of the mind's perception, different colors have different meanings based on how the race perceives things. Since the Astomoi perceive things in mental capacity, the colors are down to like a base form. Back in the old-timey days, blue was never a color. Blue didn't exist at all. It was either violet or green. Like, the sea was always referred to as the green sea. Because blue was just a shade of green, apparently.
Where did you get that information from?
I know what he's talking about, but
It-
Tate, there's a lot more to that than that, and that's not entirely correct.
I know.
I'm gonna use the restroom while Lamb corrects himself with his internet or whatever the fuck's going on there.
Yeah, the first mention of blue wasn't found in any language until about 4,500 years ago. They still perceive blue, they could see blue, but it was usually described as some other color.
Yeah, I'm looking at what you're talking about, and that's not really what that is. It's a theory that there wasn't stuff that referred to blue, just like there's also a theory that it took up till that point for the human eye to fully be able to take in the color blue, but even that also
No, it
Is
wasn't
not
that. It
is still
was
just theory.
the ancient texts and ancient stuff at the time never once referred to, in any ancient text, the color blue.
Well, that's how color words work. It's generally red, yellow green, I think, are the
I'm not
first
saying
It
we
says
words
red-
yeah,
they
red,
use
white,
I'm not
the
saying
same
we didn't
word,
exist.
but they do generally understand that there's a difference between those colors. It's just that they only have one word to describe both green, blue, and gray.
yeah, and that's what I mean. It's still kind of the same concept.
But they can still see the difference. It's just they don't have
Oh yeah,
a single
I didn't
word
say
to
they
describe.
couldn't.
In speaking, they have other ways of referring, like they might say sea green or forest green, and then you'll know they're talking about green and blue. Early on, there was misconceptions that they couldn't tell the difference, but it was just the way that the language evolved.
Oh yeah, I know that. And that's what he's kind of referring to. He's still referring to that. I'm basically considering it as a race who perceives things entirely in the mind. Yeah, that they would have very strange concepts for the word coloring of things. Not that they can't see the colors. It's just that, you know.
I mean, it could also just be decided by Kelb if we ever come across another that it's pointed out your character is just different.
That's true.
Considering mine's going off of an
the concept
Egypt.
of color is different.
Right. Consider mine's going off in Egypt and ancient Rome mentality, but that's not what the Aasimar are for Kelb's campaign. I thought you were going into that theoretical thing, which I don't believe in.
No,
That
I don't believe in
humans,
that either.
that everyone perceives color differently, and one person's red might be different than another person's red.
No,
which
that was-
color blindness, sure, but that's not how rods and cones and brain chemistry works. That was probably someone that was a little high on something going, man, what if we see different? I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be true, but it's like my favorite statement: a tree falls in the forest during a storm. Your options are lightning hit the tree and it fell, or an alien spaceship crashed out of space and hit that one single tree. Which one are you going to believe? You can't prove or disprove either in this situation. Which one do you believe? Probably the lightning. Anyway, though, Unaan, I guess, has a good conversation with you, and then proceeds to start telling you ideas behind different treats. So your journal now also has things like, everyone loves to buy this because it's all bright and vibrant, but children like it more than adults, and so on and so on. So to
That's
an
really
extent, Unaan is, and maybe Aethys, is helping you get marketing strategies, which is absolutely a realistic thing. Albeit, it depends on cultures for the real world, too. Like, you can wear yellow in some places, but don't wear it in others. There we go, I was trying to find the color. Like white. Because we symbolize white as purity, elegance, peace, and cleanliness, which is why brides wear it. But in places of Asian descent, like China, it represents death, mourning, and bad luck. But anyway, though, I don't think Unaan would have that much insight. So he just gives you his input on what he knows of what kind of like why this red really pops with the red of the strawberries really pops as you bite into it and gives you this whatever sensation and blah blah blah. Are you back, Kelp?
Yeah.
Did you want these things unlocked?
No, I did not, but unlock them really quick. Already done.
Okay. I just happened to hover over them and saw that they were unlocked. I was like, you might not want those unlocked. Unless they're supposed to be throwable or something. I think I'm done with roleplay. I don't know if anyone else has any roleplay they want to do.
We're just waiting on Lamb then.
Did you guys finish off the wine?
Absolutely not. Here you go.
Thank you.
How much wine did I get exactly, Kelb? Is it like Did I just buy a glass worth, or did I buy, like, bottles?
Considering what you spent, 3 gallons. There's plenty of wine.
So, yeah. Plenty of wine. Maybe enough to pass to some people that are nearby us.
Lamb.
Yeah, if it was
Take a video of
enough...
this lamb.
If it was enough to have enough for all of us and then some, Unaan would also be giving some to people that are around, stating about whichever friends are currently in combat, trying to get them to cheer along with him for and cause for that person. So I guess now would be for Karnam.
I would switch to another event while we wait for Lamb, but y'all are fucking here. Steve Rat comes up behind a Tarus, poking him on the shoulder.
What? Who's there?
It's quite obvious that you got poked on the shoulder on the right for from Steve Rat if you were to look.
I open my eyes this time. Oh. Hi.
Steve Rat says, "Hi, are you not coming to the Thieves Guild today?"
I meant to, but I don't know why, but I slept for a long time. Still feel pretty tired.
I'm not too surprised you guys were out fairly late looking for the entrance, weren't you?
Normally, I could stay out decently late and still be fine, but I'm just kinda tired today.
You, Steve Rat says, did you intend on stopping by at some other point?
I mean, I was planning on doing some stuff on day 8. I think it was the stealth test.
Yes. That was a stealth test.
I'll probably be around then, as long as this doesn't happen again somehow.
By the way, Steve Rat's not trying to conceal his presence towards anyone right now. So, Unaan, Kaz, Athos, and technically Saandip, just a bit closer, would be able to notice him just fine.
Unaan looks over and goes, "Oh, Tarus, who's your friend?"
Just a buddy. I met him a while ago.
Unaan waves to Sivaret. "Hi there," offers him some wine. "You want some? I got plenty."
He graciously accepts and takes a sip before asking, "Oh, did you guys get your money back?"
Yeah, that Karnam playing a joke on me.
Got him.
Yeah, because he had my money. So obviously he took it to try and... right when I was going to go to get stuff. So he was just trying to mess with me.
Hey Marcus, could you roll a int for me? Oh, just flat int.
12 on the dice, so that is a 15.
Perfect. You realize that it seems odd for this random person that Tarus knows to know about your money being missing, considering it's only been a little bit of time.
Sure. Unaan stares at him for a second. Just as Steve Arat is going to open his mouth or take a breath or whatever, he goes, "Oh, wait, you were in on it too, weren't you?"
And then I
Oh,
opened
man.
the wrong fucking game.
See that, Lamb?
God damn it. This is not the night for this.
Yeah, he opened up Dragon's Dogma.
Uh,
Anyway, Steve responds to you, Unaan. I was actually the one that did that. What was your name?
I'm Unaan, and points at Aethys. This is Aethys, my first summon.
I see. Yeah, no, I'm actually the one that took it. I gave it to Karn to give it back. I was, having a bit of fun.
Wait. God damn it. Did I just open a second fucking instance of this fucking game? God damn it!
Wait, you can run Tabletop Simulator twice?
I don't know. I accidentally hit launch game instead of fucking join. Because join isn't an option. God damn it. I don't understand.
Oh, you're pretty good at that whole sneaking and taking thing then, huh?
I'm 14 levels above you.
I mean, that's not technically wrong. But, yeah, no, I'm
can't find
part of the
any
Thieves
skills.
Guild, Unaan.
See, I'm not much of that. I'm
I'm a what?
No, I was gonna say, I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say, I'm a whole bunch of a good boy. No, he's not that fucking stupid. Yes, that's not really my thing. I'm much more about learning the mysteries behind summoning, but very specifically shaping and giving form to, pointing at Aethys, the newer souls. She's not the only my brain broke for a second. She's not the only Eidolon that I can speak to, but the only one that's taken shape so far. Aethys looks at Steve and goes, yes, he's connected to quite a few of us. Which, if Steve Rat knows the people that focus on summoning, that is odd, since normally they only ever get to summon one. Hey look, Lamb's back alive.
It did.
But for how long?
God knows.
Hopefully the rest of the session, and then after that, I don't care.
Oh.
Oh.
I assume as soon as he gets done saying that is right around the time that the fight starts, and then Unaan would point and go, oh look, they're starting!
Yes, that was my intention. Actually, it was my intention for Steve Rat not to even show up during this, but then Lamb DC had issues, so I was like,
Yeah.
fill the void a bit.
I don't even know what the fuck happened. Like, my internet was just like, no.
I think you hit it right on the spot, Lamb. Your internet went, no.
Alright, well, the break is over, the crowd cheers, eagerly awaiting for the final battle. The representative announcer soon announces to everyone, okay, the break time is over, let's hear it one more time for these two, referring to Yokoto and Cardum, as they make their way onto the field.
Whoa, yeah, woo! Woo!
Thank you, Magus, for being in the crowd.
Whoa.
If only the cricket was going off right now.
There was much rejoicing. Whoa.
And I don't know if it means anything, the one that's in my house still is fucking going off right now, but I don't know if it can be heard any.
I can hear it.
Yes, just barely.
So, I mean, there's that. Alright, so it looks like they're on the field and ready for this final fight. Let's begin. Damn, roll initiative. Kodo, roll initiative. Wait, did it? I didn't roll them as much as I wanted to, by the way. I was also page. Hi?
Am I rolling initiative?
Yes.
Okay. Couldn't tell because everything kind of died on me again. Trying to find where the fucking thing is. What my dex mod? 17.
Alright, well, you're going first. You kind of rolled a
For
15.
once. Jesus. Cool, I'm going to go over yay. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Yukono is not actually going to move anywhere. As far as I'm aware, she has done nothing.
Next.
Once again, Yukono appears to have done nothing.
Alright.
And once more, it appears Yukono has done nothing. And you can hear the announcer, Yukono, did you fall asleep over there?
I'm just poking my head around this.
You can see that she is defensively set up over there at the rock.
Alright.
Before I
Assuming-
learn something, Kel, can I see her?
From where you are, just about as well, if not a little worse off than what Lamb can right this second.
Okay. Never mind.
Alright.
Unaan was gonna try to detect magic and see if she was doing any fuckery and yell out like "Watch out!" to him, but she's too far away. So
I'm guessing even with solid acid punch, this thing isn't going anywhere.
That would be correct. The rocks are very hard, very magical.
Right.
If you had a stick of dynamite or something, they'd probably get blown up, but...
the rocks are much hard.
I can't fucking hear what you guys are saying because my internet's crapping out again.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out on us a little bit too.
This is gonna cut stream. I don't think that's gonna either help my situation or be very interesting to watch. So, in other words, rock's not moving.
Yeah, rock's not moving.
Cool. Are these actually empty?
Yes.
I'm going to go pick one of those up, which I assume is going to take a bit. Like a turn.
Yeah. Well... standard action?
It'd be a standard
so.
action to pick something up.
Well, okay, I'm putting it on its side and rolling it. I'm not actually just picking it straight the fuck up.
Great, now I have to fucking put it on side.
I mean, don't need to, but
There, now it's on its side. Though I think once I pick... yeah.
yeah, just don't worry about putting it on its side. Shit. Not worried about that.
Whatever, the barrel's on its side, it's unlocked, you can move it as you need it.
So I'm pretty much just going to be, over the course of however long it takes, putting it over here and just fucking rolling it at her. Just gonna try and force her to move. Do I need to do a push the barrel check?
Yes, I'm not sure what the hell that falls under. Strength?
That'd probably be a strain. Maybe athletics, but there is none, so probably.
That is
Strength.
a 22.
92 strength. And you're trying to push this barrel at her, who is 40 feet away?
Like, and she can fully see me doing this, too. It's like, I'm not trying to be sneaky about it.
Alright, the barrel is able to be rolled over to her, and as it approaches, she attacks it with her sword. Her sword, and... I don't know why I'm rolling for the hit. The fucking barrel.
The barrel matrix is out of the way onto the rock.
Dealing some damage to the barrel, and stopping it in its place.
And obviously she's still not moving.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just gonna, like, go get every empty barrel I can and just keep doing that. Like,
Okay. I mean,
just chucking barrels at her.
if you're gonna go for another barrel, something might happen. So, I mean, it's your turn at this point.
I mean, I literally have no reason not to.
He's become Donkey Kong.
Pretty much. I am undead Donkey Kong.
Alright, well, is that your move there?
That sounds like some sort of indie band. On Dead Donkey Kong.
Yukoto actually makes a move and steps back 10 feet. So she is against the fence.
Alright. Grabbing, moving that one.
You should grab a barrel of water and throw it.
20, 30.
Wait, if I do that, it's on its side. Perfect.
And more barrel pushing. $21.
Alright, the barrel unfortunately only gets up to here.
Okay. I'm gonna do this barrel then.
Well, before you are able to pick up that barrel, Yukoto looks towards you and does a bit of a charge.
Over the barrel.
Yes. Well, let's see if she actually makes it over the barrel. Or if she trips and falls horrendously.
Come on, armor check penalty.
Well, she charges over the barrel, gets over it, but stumbles a bit, and is unable to go as far as she intended.
Alright.
Armor check penalty saved you a bit on that, Lame.
Yep. I'm assuming I heard her stumble.
Yes, it was fairly obvious that she stumbled, considering she was trying to jump over a barrel in full blade.
Yep. So I'm just going to turn around and take total defense. If I can fucking turn around properly.
Alright, in which she properly proceeds to charge at you this time. Not having to worry about a barrel in the way. And ends up touching you with her hand.
Oh my.
Does a 14 hit your touch?
I do not believe so, because I can add my wisdom modifier to touch, yes? For the monk?
Don't remember.
I believe I can.
It's normally 10 plus your dex, size, dodge, deflect, miss, and temp modifiers.
These
Cost
AC
tax the
bonuses
back.
apply even against touch attacks, so yes, she misses.
Kaz touches the back of Unaan's shoulder. What's happening? They're kind of outside my range.
By the way, is Unaan trying to use detect magic or trying to notice anything what's going on the side? I don't know what the distance is, but
60, so no. I think it's 60.
Cause it's called foreplay.
Yeah, detect magic is range 60 feet, and they're like 75 away, so...
yeah.
Unaan looks at Kaz and goes, well, he threw barrels at her, and then she broke a barrel, and then he tried again, and then I guess she got mad and she ran up, and now she's touching him, and
Not touching me, trying to touch me.
she's trying to touch him, like not hit him, but she's like trying to touch him. Considering they called her an anti-paladin, I'm going to assume, Kaz, that this means this is like the reverse of lay on hands. So she's probably trying to hurt him with a touch.
Bad touch.
I see.
I will say, I'm really glad I'm not in this combat because being everything about me, she is absolutely able to push my shit in. Oop. Hurt me.
Well, I mean, Cardam, that is her turn, considering she charged and failed the touch.
Yeah, I'm just, are you guys, have that done?
Yeah.
Just letting you guys get your stuff through. Cool, I'm going to, I'm gonna frost punch her.
Alright.
Well, attempt to frost punch her.
Are you an elemental monk?
I missed with a 15.
I highly recommend trying to do things against her touch, by the way.
I don't really have anything that works against touch, which is really annoying.
I have all the touch attacks.
Like, I literally have punch and elemental punch. Those
That
are my
just sounds mental.
those are my two options.
That just sounds mental, Lamb. Elemental.
Second attack. Misses with a 9.
Yeah, Monk versus Saint Paladin. The full plate's probably gonna be a little difficult for you there, Lamb. That's not even level based, it's just fucking full plate AC.
Well, I mean, it is kind of level based. At higher levels, I can potentially get things that like give me touch attacks. I think.
You should, I mean, out of character knowledge, splash her with water, rust her armor. It'll take a long time. Just do that, run it away.
I don't think that's how that works. That really depends on what the hell the armor is made out of, Tate. There's a lot of armor that can't be rusted.
Tate, if you're gonna do anything with rust, then what you do is you do what my character Sir Yummy had, an indestructible fragile weapon, which is that it was a sword covered in rust consistently. So this way, he always got the last laugh, because if he didn't lose a combat, at least he gave you tetanus.
Wow.
And yes, his name was Sir Yummy. Not my decision. Party deemed it so. I didn't fight it.
Okay,
but yes, that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's something else, Yukoto's going to, well, pull out her bastard sword and try to attack. Pretty sure that hits. Pretty fucking. Lamb.
Hmm.
Does a 26 hit?
Maybe.
Wait, what do you mean, maybe?
I mean, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe yes, maybe no, but it's a yes.
She dealt 5 points of damage.
Oh. Alright, is that her turn?
Yeah, because she had to draw her weapon.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to withdraw? That gives me a move speed bonus, right?
Yeah, you can essentially move up to, what was it, twice your movement speed, I believe?
Mm-hmm. Something like that? I'm not sure. I'm just... So, boop. I'm gonna make my way over here. Alright, and that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, well, Yukoto, noticing you withdrew, is actually going to stand there, put her bastard sword into the ground, standing similar to the statues that you see on top of the portal area. And waits.
Alright. Cool. I assume these barrels are actually full of water, and that's not just visual.
Yes.
Cool, I'm going to knock those over. Preferably this way. No, I'm not rolling more barrels at her.
They're tipped over, water spilled.
Yep. I kind of have a plan to go with this. Kind of. But not really.
Yukoto continues to, well, essentially ready action, if you will.
Yep. I'm assuming these crates are just empty, and I can just tell that at a glance. That wasn't supposed to move.
The stack of crates?
I'm losing connection again, aren't I?
I heard
Yes.
you just fine. And,
Okay.
yes, they are empty.
Okay. There goes that plan. Are these just random metal cages?
Yep.
E? Are there actually glass bottles in these, or are they empty?
There's glass bottles in them. Glass bottles are empty.
They are empty?
The glass bottles are empty, but there are glass
Okay.
bottles.
Alright, I'll go grab a couple glass bottles. This isn't gonna work as well as I want it to, but it can work. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I have fucking manacles. I can kinda do that. Kinda. Well, no, I would have left those in the fucking room. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a bottle.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that other thing you recommended and, you know, just kinda shittily reflect light off the bottle. Even if it's just to piss her off. It's more fun this way. It's like,
I'd recommend getting a bit closer than that to actually get the light to reflect into her eyes properly then, if you're going that route.
Even then, I'd rather not run the risk of a charge.
Okay, so
Or at
you're
least
gonna
not
be,
when Cherry isn't gonna run her face into the ground.